This video covers what I would like to see you use to supplement your learning process in learning to use the braces. One is that I would like to have you have a mirror that you can see your whole body in. And as you can see, there's a line of blue tape right down the middle of it. And we'll get into why there's the blue tape, but basically at a distance, I want your nose to stay right on the blue tape, and I want this blue tape line to go right from your nose right down to your chest, so that when you're doing these activities, your shoulders are not moving. So I'd like to see you get something like this, or use a mirror at home or in the bathroom. That one was 20 bucks at Target or something a long time ago. The very best thing to use is, of course, parallel bars, and that you would have available to you if you worked with a physical therapist in somewhat of a rehab type setting. The next best, we'll call this my kitchen counter. It's actually a railing, but most kitchen counters hit you close to your hips if you're shorter, above if you're taller, below, and then a real good solid chair so that you can use the back of that chair and the counter for support. I optimally would like to see you use a hiking pole like this, or hiking poles. And this is adjustable in height, and most of them come so that you can pack them into a carry-on suitcase. I would like the hiking pole to hit you somewhere between your waist and your breasts. The reason for this is that when you're using a hiking pole to stabilize yourself, you're pushing on the hiking pole in a very different way than you are on a regular cane. And having it be this high is causing you to be able to stay in that optimal standing position, and with your hips forward, all your weight in your knees, your weight back on your heels. So that would be wonderful. A forearm crutch or a cane are also possible. This cane is a little low, but if I use it to push down on like this, then I can still get my hips forward. If I use it out here, then where are my hips going to go? They're going to go back. So it really needs to be closer to your side. If most of us are given a cane by their doctor, their physical therapist, and when they are given it, it's actually a little bit longer than this cane. Not much though. But what they do is they lean forward, butt goes out, shoulders are down, and it's really hard to take a step in these braces with them. So if you are learning to use them, I would like to see this cane anyway, or forearm crutch, up at about this height, so that you could maintain that perfect optimal standing position. If you are using a walker, again, I would like to see the walker clear up here so that you're using that optimal standing position. The same with parallel bars. Most physical therapy departments have them at one height, and this is where you go when you lean down on them. I want you to use them here to help you balance. I also want you to have somebody who can be your coach or your cheerleader. In other words, I want you to have your partner, your spouse, a good friend who will come in periodically, maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, and say, That's not quite the way you do it. You need to hold your shoulders more still, or you need to get your hips farther forward. Those kinds of cues on a regular basis from somebody you know are very helpful in this whole learning process. I am going to add an addendum to this part about using crutches and canes and walkers. And if you have a painful leg from an injury, from surgery, from arthritis, whatever, then you want to protect that leg by having the crutch lower than what I'm recommending so that you can not put full weight on that leg. You can put some of it on the crutch. But for the sake of these braces, what I'm recommending is having like a hiking pole or a tall crutch like this. These are smart crutches. And that way you're more upright and you're going to be able to swing that hip forward more easily.